They left in the middle of a cold night in 1984, but the Colts are back, and we're underway in Baltimore. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now a carry here for Terrence West. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, second down. 7 yards to go on second down. On the ground, it's West again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Here's Flacco. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now on second down, this is Gore. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. A gain of a yard gets him back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Throwing on third down, Luck. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On is Pat McAfee to punt it away for Indianapolis. Back deep for the Ravens, Michael Campanaro.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Colts defense, they worked their way back onto the field. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3 and out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3 and outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3 and out. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run again here with West. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And it's brought in by Pitta. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 1st and 10 here for Flacco. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Flacco will take to the air again. That's caught at the 2. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Buck Allen taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are in for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
score again here on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
His throw incomplete.
Offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. On the run, it's Robert Turbin. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Elvis Dumerville. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's West. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On the toss, there goes West. And that closed up. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Colts getting ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Timmy Jernigan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Here's Luck now on second down. Allen has it left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, it's Luck. He's got time in the pocket. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect it.
Now a hit and lock. Lost the football. It's out. And now because of the sack, it's third and goal from the 14. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Third and long. It's locked. It's complete. It's Gore. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
The drive begins with a handoff to West. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a toss. This is West. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both the Ravens.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Ravens defense, they get ready, and they trot back out onto the field. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess there's probably always some adjustments that can be made.
Usually it's just tightened down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks or just emphasizing what you've worked on already. And that's what they're planning to do here in the second half.
They won't be looking to reinvent the wheel. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front Really well done.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
On 1st down, it's Gore. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 34 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
More now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. And Aiken with it over the middle. And a nifty little deke juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now West. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels.
I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And hauled in by Pitta. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Fresh set of downs here. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that makes it 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Luck on first down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a first down throw. Luck. He's got time. Drops it underneath to Gore. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
They go with a screen to Gore. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Here's Pat McAfee now, as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second down, Flacco now. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Flacco to throw here on third down. And it's brought in by Pitta. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Flacco here on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Passing play, Flacco. And his throw is incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Flacco. That's caught at the 1. And another timeout taken by the Colts. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with West. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he spikes it here with 35 seconds left. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Back to throw. And Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. They go back to the air here after the INT.